big picture for you this season? Obviously, goals you had as a team didn't come through, but kind of where do you feel you guys are from beginning to end right now?
Yeah. I think, like you said, we had goals on making the playoffs and doing better than we did last year, but obviously we didn't. We didn't get to where we wanted to, but I think especially down the stretch, I think guys got better, more confident, and I think you've seen that today. We're having a lot of fun. But obviously we want to get better this summer and come back and do better as a group. That's the biggest thing.
You had 2 triple doubles now in the last couple of weeks. Do you feel like you're a better player today than you were in the fall?
Then I was where?
In the fall.
Absolutely. And that's just from putting in work each and every day, trying to come in with a mindset to get better, asking questions still. Big shout out to my coaches, me and JB. We work 20 minutes, 15 minutes after every practice. So, just trying to work and get better each and every day. I think that's been the biggest thing.
How did you kind of navigate earlier in the year, minutes were kind of up and down, and then obviously you make it through to this part of the season where you're really thriving. How do you navigate the early season kind of inconsistency?
You navigate inconsistency by controlling what you can control. And that's, like I said, working hard, trusting God, and staying faithful to the grind. So things you can't control, that's never something you can really worry about. You try to worry about things you can control. And that's what I just said.
Obi said sometimes you're in the gym at 2 in the morning. What's the craziest hour you've been to the gym?
Craziest hour was after I had Christmas at his house. And so I think that was 1 in the morning after Christmas dinner. I went to the gym. I think that's the craziest hour.
Do you just what inspires that after Christmas dinner?
I think I was watching Steph and he was going crazy. I'm like, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta go to the gym after watching that. Yeah, I think that was the craziest one.
Who do you text to go rebound for you?
I was on the gun that night. I shot on the gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't have Tibbs that night, but Evan was just saying whatever time he comes, Thibodeau's in his office working.
Anytime I could go in there at 1 a.m., Tibbs is going to be in there. That Range Rover is always going to be right in that same spot. So, and you just give him a little wave, he'll see you. And I go in there and talk to him every now and then.
Is that literally true? Is he like literally there at that hour?
I give him about 10:30. I give him about 10:30. He might be in there.
What about previous head coaches? I'm not going to single anybody out. Were they always kind of keeping those hours, or is that unique when you're around a guy like Tibbs to do that as a head coach?
That's pretty unique. Coach Cal will be in there pretty late, but Tibbs is definitely unique in that he's there. He's there before anybody. He's there after everybody. Not that my previous coaches didn't work as hard as him, but Coach Tibbs he's a night owl for sure.
During or coming into the season, I should say, you mentioned a few things that you were working on in the offseason. I think if I remember correctly, one of them was mid-range. After going through this year, do you have anything in mind now that you want to pinpoint over the summer?
Yeah, obviously you want to work at everything, but getting stronger. And I think that just comes with, as you get older, you keep lifting, you get stronger. Mid-range is one. Playmaking would continue to be able to see the floor better and be able to create for my teammates. And then want to keep, adding shooting range to be able to shoot farther and farther. So that'll probably be some of the biggest things.
Is there a particular part of the game where you feel like the strength would help you? Like, is there a reason why you say that?
One, defense. I think that's one of the biggest things. And you got to be able to defend to stay on the floor. So defense, shooting range, creating contact for N1s. I think strength just adds to every part of your game. It's not just one particular part. So.
Tibbs came out before and said that when he coaches the team, he loves everything, and knows there'll be some change, but him and Evan both said they'd like to see this group run it back. You kind of feel like whatever went wrong this year, that next year the bulk of this group could get it back together?
Yeah, absolutely. I think not only myself, but I think we all believe in each other, the guys in the locker room. So definitely want to see as many as people as we can come back. We all believe in each other in that locker room. Everybody works hard, respects each other, so we want everybody to come back.
Did anything, because you're close with Obi, did anything about how he played after Julius was out with the injury, anything surprise you, or did you expect that from him going?
Opportunity, it's sad that Julius went out, but opportunity, if you're ready for your opportunity, you'll play well. I think we expected Obi to play well because of how hard he worked. And he's been ready. He comes in early, stays late, just like everybody else. And when your number's called, you want to be ready, and he was ready. So we're really proud of him.
Immanuel, would one of your goals for next season be to launch into the starting lineup? Is that something that, or do you like coming off the bench?
I just control what I can control, man, and that's working hard, trusting God, getting better every day. If that's starting, that's coming off the bench, it is what it is.
Obi talks a lot about every time he comes in here now after one of his career highs, he talks about how his confidence level is so much higher. I know you guys are close. How have you seen that in him?
All right, good story. We was coming to the game today. I don't know if he told y'all this. We was coming to the game today, and we was both sitting in the car. He was like, I'm about to go crazy tonight. I was like, I'm about to go crazy too. I guess we both gonna go crazy. And he wasn't saying that type of stuff, early in the season. So for him to just come in before the game and say stuff like that, that's when I know Obi is feeling himself a little bit. He got calmed down a little bit. Nah, he got to keep going.
You guys always come in together for home games?
Sometimes we've been. At one point, he was playing good, and I was coming to the game with him. He was like, bruh, you have to come to the game with me. Like, you're not allowed to go by yourself. I was like, bruh, you playing good because you work hard, bruh. And he was like, nah, but I'm proud of him, man.
Who drove?
Obi drove. And that's not a good idea, but Obi drove. Bad driver.
All right, you guys good?
Appreciate y'all.